17 points in the third quarter. And the most disrespectful thing happens once again. Stephanie White sabotaging Caitlin Clark for Kelsey Mitchell. Caitlin Clark's got 17 in the third quarter. It's about a minute and a half left.
But this was the moment the game became much more than just another victory for the Fever. Caitlin Clark had erupted for 17 points in the third quarter when a surprising decision suddenly shifted the focus. With about a minute and a half remaining in the period, Clark was taken out of the game, a move that immediately sparked questions. The issue wasn't whether Indiana would secure the win, because they ultimately did. The real question was why the player who was clearly dictating the pace and controlling the game was removed at such a critical point. That decision becomes even more intriguing when you examine everything that happened before and after it.
Caitlin Clark on a show versus the Dallas Wings. 20th career game with 20 plus points and 10 plus assists. No other player in WNBA history has more than 10. No other player in the history got more than 10. What we talk.
The numbers behind this performance are staggering. Based on the game breakdown referenced in the source, Clark recorded the 20th game of her career with at least 20 points and 10 assists, a milestone that was identified as the highest total in WNBA history. But that statistic captures only part of what made the performance so impressive. What truly set it apart was her ability to create offense without having to dominate every possession. Clark finished with 29 points and 10 assists while shooting 11 of 18 from the field. This wasn't simply a case of taking a large number of shots and piling up points. It was a display of highly efficient scoring combined with exceptional playmaking. And a closer look at the box score makes the performance even more remarkable because there were multiple opportunities for Clark to record additional assists that never counted when open shots failed to fall.
I'm going to say this, Aaliyah Boston, for all that running your mouth you did talking about Kelsey Mitchell should be MVP, your ass need to get off of podcasting and learn how to go make some damn layups. Go relearn how to make layups. All of y'all, Caitlin Clark had 10 assists blown on missed layups. Kelsey Mitchell missed three layups. That would have been Caitlin Clark assists. Lexi Hall smoked one. Lexi Hall missed the layup so bad it bounced off the backboard and damn near landed at half court. Sophie Cunningham blew one. Michaela Timpson blew about three. Aaliyah Boston misses Kelsey Mitchell for MVP. Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey make a layup. Kelsey Mitchell missed three layups for assists.
This is where the discussion becomes more nuanced. The source highlights several missed layups that could have been credited as assists for Clark, including missed opportunities involving Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, Sophie Cunningham, Aaliyah Boston, and other teammates. It's important to approach those numbers carefully because potential assists are not part of the official stat sheet. A missed attempt remains a missed attempt. However, the footage still reveals an important takeaway. Clark consistently created high-quality scoring opportunities that simply were not converted. That distinction matters because assists can sometimes provide an incomplete picture of a point guard's impact. Official statistics only reward the passer when the shot is made. They do not measure the quality of the opportunity that the pass created. As a result, Clark's total of 10 assists is already an impressive achievement. Yet the game footage suggests that her playmaking responsibilities extended far beyond what the box score reflects. And this is where the narrative begins to shift. While Clark was orchestrating the offense, another storyline was quietly unfolding in the background.
This Kelsey Mitchell 20-point streak is starting to feel like the Angel Reese double-double streak in Chicago, where we are forcing it to make sure she gets 20. Kelsey Mitchell should not have played the whole second half. She didn't have to play every minute of the second half. Why is Caitlin Clark getting subbed out when she got 17 in the quarter and she's carrying the team, but Kelsey Mitchell was staying in because y'all wanted her to get that damn 20 points? Let's be real here. Kelsey Mitchell is...
The argument being made is that Mitchell's streak of 20-point performances appeared to become a priority for Indiana. However, that remains an interpretation rather than a confirmed fact, as this clip alone cannot establish the coaching staff's intentions. Even so, the substitution pattern raises reasonable questions. Clark had just erupted for 17 points in the third quarter, yet she was the player taken out of the game. Meanwhile, Mitchell stayed on the floor and continued to play. Since Mitchell needed only a few more points to extend her streak of 20-point games, it was inevitable that observers would begin speculating about the team's priorities. It's important to recognize the difference between perception and reality. Helping a player reach a statistical milestone is not inherently problematic. Coaches adjust rotations and manage playing time for many different reasons, and outside observers rarely have access to the factors influencing those decisions. However, when the player who is dominating the game is removed during a crucial stretch while another scorer remains in the lineup, people are naturally going to take notice, particularly when the outcome of the game has not yet been fully determined. And that leads directly into the conversation surrounding the MVP debate.
She went out of her way. Caitlin Clark could have had 34, 35 points. She went out of her way to not even shoot, not even get her 30, to make sure Kelsey got her 20, because she's not selfish. She's not selfish at all. Let's get into this right here, man.
There's another aspect of this discussion that often gets overlooked when all the attention is placed on Clark's 29 points. According to the analysis, she appeared to have several opportunities to push her total beyond 30 points, yet she continued looking for teammates and creating scoring chances for others. That doesn't mean there's enough evidence to conclude that she deliberately passed up a personal scoring milestone to help Mitchell. Making that claim would go beyond what the available footage can prove. What a game film does show, however, is Clark consistently setting up teammates in favorable scoring positions while maintaining impressive efficiency herself. That's why her assist total carries so much significance. Clark didn't have to control every possession through her own scoring to take control of the game. She repeatedly attacked the defense, forced defenders to adjust, and then capitalized on those reactions by finding open teammates. The result was a performance in which the scoring numbers were outstanding, but her overall influence on the offense extended far beyond the points she scored herself.
That's it. I'm going to get, let me get into it. Caitlin Clark was 11 of 18, 2 of 8 from 3. And this is a game she didn't even shoot the 3-point shot well. 29 points, 10 assists, 1 turnover. Y'all love to talk about turnovers when it comes to Caitlin Clark, right? 1 turnover for Caitlin Clark. Kelsey Mitchell, 23 points on 9 of 21 shooting, 1 of 7 from 3. The girl was jacking up shots and hunting that damn 20 points down in that fourth quarter.
Clark's efficiency was just as impressive as the final score. She finished the game by making 11 of her 18 field goal attempts, knocking down 2 of 8 shots from beyond the arc, and scoring 29 points. Perhaps even more remarkable, she committed just 1 turnover throughout the entire game, according to the available statistics. Clark's performance challenged several of the criticisms that have followed her throughout the season. She scored 29 points on efficient shooting, recorded 10 assists, and committed just 1 turnover, demonstrating her ability to control the game in multiple ways. While Mitchell added 23 points and Boston contributed a double-double, Clark remained the driving force behind Indiana's offense. Her ability to score, create opportunities for teammates, and limit mistakes helped the Fever pull away from Dallas after halftime and highlighted why her impact extends far beyond the box score.